basically, if I put a clamp on, let's say like this, and you remember the glue up we did at the end of your first lesson here, a whole tabletop solid wood pieces all being edge glued. I went through all kinds of theory. But basically, when I glue this, if I have a clamp here and another one here and another one here, it will only glue very tight where the clamp is. In between clamps, it will only glue well if the material itself has the stiffness to basically close the joint tight. Okay, well this stick is so thin, it has too much flex. So by putting a thicker solid wood piece in front of it and then gluing, I will get tremendous stiffness and a much better glue joint all along. Okay, another thing I mentioned before with the solid panel glue up was that I alternate the pipes. One clamp here, the next one with the pipe underneath, then on top, then underneath, and so on. The reason for that was that all clamps apply more pressure on the bar side, or the pipe side in this case, compared to the other side. So if I put them all on the top, I end up with a very tight joint on the top and an open one on the bottom. Okay? When I'm doing solid wood edging with these tiny little sticks, I find that that is not as important. I can usually put my pipes all on the top, which is much easier for me to do, and still end up with a very good result. But I would never do that when I'm gluing together, say, a 3/4 inch or 1 inch thick solid wood panel. That's where you'll end up curving the entire panel, kind of almost staving it like a barrel if you put the pipes all on one side. Okay, I've separated the two gables here, took the clamp off, so I can test these two shelf ends to the dados I just cut. Now, I can't really put it in the place it's supposed to be because I haven't notched out the front, but I can at least test it back here a little bit. It's just a little bit behind where it's actually going to go later. So first I want to try just the front corner, and I'm able to get it down to the bottom. Now I'm going to try the back corner, and I can just get it down to the bottom too. Now, it's a little bit snug. Just because the front corner goes in and the back corner doesn't mean the whole does, because I only measured the thickness front and back. It can vary in the middle. It can also, like I said, be slightly curved, which naturally makes it tighter. So once you've determined at least the front and the back both fit, then try the whole thing and see if you can actually get it down all the way. Yeah, it's all the way down at the back. Now, first of all, they always say you can always get a bigger hammer when something doesn't fit, and that's true, but you can also break it. So I would say with a little bit of effort from a rubber mallet, it should get to the bottom, or it's too tight and needs to be trimmed a little bit more. There's no way I'm putting that jig on now again to try and trim more, because I would never be able to get it in the same spot twice. I should have made that decision before I took the jig off. I could have gone to the thinner tape and routed it one more time. Okay, but I took it off. If this were slightly too tight and it would not go down, I would then trim the shelf itself instead. And I might only be trimming 1/2 of it, or one little part of it, not the whole thing. Okay, when I go like this, it does not fall out. That is ideal. That means we have a good fit. Not too tight because I got to the bottom, but not too loose because it does not fall out. Okay, now I'm going to take it out. See, it takes a little effort to pull it out. Now try the other one.